aka Total Makeup Junkie 101. So today I am beginning my Maybelline new products from Maybelline review videos for you. This first one is going to be on a brand new lip product that Maybelline just released. These are the new Color Blur by Lip Studio Cream Matte Pencil and Smudger. I wanted to get that whole name perfect for you. Maybelline released 10 different shades of this Color Blur by Lip Studio Cream Matte Pencil and Smudger. We're just gonna call them the Color Blurs from now on, okay? I picked up all 10 of them at my local Walmart store and they were about $7.79 a piece. So they are kind of expensive for a Maybelline lip product, especially at a Walmart, because I know once these start coming to CVS and Walgreens and Rite Aid, they're probably going to be around the $9 to $10 mark. These are a new and permanent addition to the Maybelline lip line, so you don't have to rush out and grab them immediately if you find some colors you love. Now, I asked you guys on Instagram if you wanted to see a review video on these new color blurs or a review video on the new shades of Creamy Matte Lipsticks first. It was pretty much a 50-50 split. Half of you guys wanted to see the color blurs, the other half wanted to see the creamy mattes. I figured since you guys already know my thoughts and opinion on the Creamy Matte Lipsticks, because I did do a full review video on the original 10 shades that released. If you guys haven't seen that review video, I will put it in the description box down below. I figured I'd go ahead and talk about these color blurs first because I haven't seen very many video reviews or very many people talk about these on YouTube yet. First off, we're gonna go ahead and talk about the packaging. So they come in a packaging like this. You guys can see it does say Color Blur by Lip Studio and then that whole name on the actual packaging. This packaging right here is different colors depending on the color that's actually inside the tube. You guys can see the pencil actually twists all the way into the packaging, which I actually really like. So there's no way that you're gonna accidentally nick the product when you're putting the cap back on. So then when you twist it up, this is what the actual pencil looks like. I went ahead and twisted the product all the way up so you guys can see exactly how much product you're getting. You're actually not getting very much product in this pencil, even though it looks like a decent amount, but gram-wise, you are only getting 1.25 grams or 0.04 ounces of product in this pencil, which if you guys are familiar with a traditional lipstick or something, traditional lipsticks come with about 3 grams of product. So this comes with less than half of a traditional lipstick. So in my opinion, the price for quantity is pretty high. If you're spending almost $8 on a product that's giving you less than half of the amount of product you would get if you just bought a MAC lipstick, you're better off just buying the MAC lipstick. You're getting more than double the product and you're spending less than double the price. Either way, on the other end of the pencil, you are getting this little smudger tip. Now, if you guys can see, it's kind of like a rubbery type tip. I wasn't really sure what to expect with it. Now, the point of these Color Blur lip pencils, and the reason they're called Color Blur, is because they are supposed to be able to achieve that popular lip trend that I believe is really popular in Asia. It's where you have lip color on the inner part of your lips and then you're supposed to blur it out to the edges with this little blurring tip type thing. So what it's supposed to look like is you have a lot of lip product on the inner part and no lip product on the outer part. I will say I will probably never wear it like that. I don't really see me really diving into that trend as much as some other people may. I may experiment with it, never say never, but as far as how, let's try that again. As far as how this tip works with blending the actual product, I feel like all it does is just sheer out the product and make it look not as opaque and not as nice on your lips. As far as the actual formula of the lip product, which obviously is the most important thing here, this is supposed to be a matte product, which it is. It is a very matte pretty long wearing lip product. It is extremely, extremely opaque, glides on like butter. If you guys have felt a silicone primer, or if you're familiar with like the Maybelline Creamy Matte Lipsticks, they almost have that kind of silicone-y, smooth, slick feel on the lips. This has it, but amped up even more. This is like a Maybelline Creamy Matte Lipstick on crack. It is so slick, so pigmented, glides on so smoothly, and just feels so comfortable on the lips. This is like the better version of the Creamy Matte lipsticks. I am wearing one of them on my lips right now, and you guys can see they don't have any shine to them. They're not as matte as a MAC Retro Matte or as like the Nars Matte Velvet Lip Pencils. You know, those ones that are just like suck the moisture out of your mouth, drag across your lips, super, super matte lipsticks. They're not like that. These glide and they apply like a dream. Even with that being said, they don't transfer very much. Now, they're not as transfer proof and smudge proof as the long wearing liquid to completely matte lipsticks like the Kat Von D Everlasting Love lipsticks, like the Stila Stay All Day lipsticks. These aren't as transfer proof as those. These will transfer a little bit, but they don't bleed, they don't smudge. They are really, really good. I will say that with some of the colors, and I will note them in the individual lip swatches and the individual reviews I do on all 10 of the shades, but some of them do cling on to dry patches and dry flakes you have on your lips. And I think that's because of how smoothly they glide on. They can distribute a lot of product on your lips. And then if you have a lot of dry flakes or cracks in your lips, they will definitely emphasize those. Just keep your lips in good condition. With the trend of these matte lip products, your lips definitely need to be in the best state possible. So before I continue blabbing your ear off, let's go ahead and get into individual lip swatches and an individual review on all 10 of the shades that Maybelline released in this Color Blur collection. So let's jump into it. So this first shade we have on my lips is called Pink Insanity. And this one is a very, very bright, blue-toned fuchsia pink with just a little bit of purple in it, so it definitely leans a little bit magenta-y. This formula definitely clings onto all of the dry patches you have in your lips. This next shade on my lips is Fast and Fuchsia, and this one is a red toned fuchsia pink color. It's kind of a cross between a hot pink and a reddish berry color. This one, once again, does cling on a little bit to those dry patches. It's not as obvious as the last shade I showed you, but it definitely does cling on a little. This next shade on my lips is called Berry Misbehaved, and this is a gorgeous reddish berry color. The formula on this one is definitely a lot less, it doesn't look as patchy on the lips. It's a little bit more smooth, and this color is gorgeous. This next shade on my lips is called Orange Ya Glad, which is the only orangey type color that Maybelline released in this line. And this is beautiful. It is a deeper, almost like a mandarin orange color. It kind of reminds me of a mandarin. It's got a little bit of reddish tones in it. It reminds me of my beloved Nars Red Square Matte Velvet Lip Pencil that I love so, so much. This next shade on my lips is called Cherry Cherry Bang Bang. Maybelline is doing like 2 thumbs up with these names. They're really cute. This one is the brighter, lighter red color that Maybelline released. There are a couple kind of deeper reds that we'll get into coming up. This one is definitely the brightest, most true cherry red. The next shade on my lips is called Partner in Crimson, and this is another red. It's definitely a little bit darker than the last red I showed you, Cherry Cherry Bang Bang. This one is more of a muted brick red, not so much of a bright Cherry Red. This is a very, very wearable red shade for practically all skin tones. The next shade on my lips is called Plum Please. And this one is definitely the darkest shade that Maybelline offers in this entire line. This is a very, very deep, dark, burgundy Bordeaux wine color. Super, super beautiful. This one is so creamy and so pigmented. Like, you barely have to touch your skin for this pigment to transfer. This next shade on my lips is called My Magenta, and this one looks more of like a berry color in the tube, but on the lips it's a very beautiful hot fuchsia berry color. Really, really pretty. This is another one with a really flawless formula. It goes on super smoothly, super pigmented. This next shade on my lips is one of the two more subdued colors. This one is called I'm Blushing. I'm Blushing. That's what this one is called. It is a really pretty mid-tone brownie pink color. It's kind of like that perfect wearable pink shade that I reach for in practically every lipstick line. It's just kind of like my go-to pink. Very wearable for all skin tones, sort of like the MAC Soar or MAC Whirl type of look. And the last shade we have in this Color Blur collection, this one is called I Like To Mauve It. And this is the lightest shade. I will say this is definitely a little bit of, it's a little deceiving from the outer packaging. It looks kind of like a purpley, light pinky mauve, but in the actual packaging, it actually looks like a grayish pink. And when it goes on, it kind of goes on a little bit with like a white base. So I don't love it on my skin tone, but this one also isn't very pigmented. It's definitely the least pigmented out of all 10 of the shades I've showed. I definitely had to build this one up quite a bit. I hope those lip swatches were helpful to you guys, and I hope you got to see an accurate color representation on how all 10 of the shades look on my skin tone. As far as longevity on these lip products, I can get them to last for a pretty decent amount of time. I can get them to last for at least 5 to 6 hours. If I'm not eating or drinking or talking a lot, they will last the entire day on my lips. These do not have any scent to them. I stuck my nose really close to the product, and unlike the traditional Maybelline lipsticks, like the Creamy Mattes, that kind of have that Maybelline Play-Doh-y scent to them, these don't have that. I did have a person comment on my post of these saying that she didn't like the taste of these color blurs, and I will say that you can taste it if you directly, you know, lick the color blur off your lips, and it definitely tastes kind of chemically. It's not completely, like, it doesn't make your mouth just gag or anything. Like, it doesn't make me gag, but it's definitely there. It's not a sweet or like a fruity or a florally type taste. It's definitely a little chemically. My overall thoughts on these lip products is that I love them. I wasn't expecting to enjoy them as much as I did. The only big cons I have to say is the price for quantity that you get. You are definitely going much more economically or financially friendly if you get the Creamy Matte lipsticks, because these have 4.2 grams of product, which is, that's a lot of product. You're getting over triple of the amount of product if you bought one of these Creamy Matte lipsticks, and these are way cheaper. These are about $5.50, whereas these are $7.79. So I love them. I just wish they were a little cheaper, but that's it. That is my review on these new Maybelline Color Blur Lip Studio Creamy Matte lip pencils. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have tried out these color blurs, let me know what you guys think of them in the comments down below. I'm definitely interested to know what you guys think of them. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and stay tuned for my Creamy Matte new shades lip swatch and small review video that will be coming up on Monday. So be sure you're subscribed to my channel so you get a notification when that video goes up, and I will catch you guys in my next video on Monday. I'll see you then. Bye! 10 new colors that maybe I've been rocking over the past couple weeks. Or first Q&A, I asked you guys on my Instagram to ask me anything. Ask me any